remain unnamed, incurious of your name. I merely watch birds. I desire no more. Please sit. People will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. Do you remember those late restless school nights? You quietly roll out of bed, tiptoe to the TV, sit down. There's a certain comfort that only fantasy can bring. You get to be someone entirely different, live a separate life, save the world from the great evil, something tangible, the dragon that ate the moonlight, the creatures terrorizing the kingdom. It's nice to have a simple goal with a clear solution. You take up your sword, you declare yourself the best. You go into the dungeon, you trek this perilous path, you slay everything in your way, you make it to the boss, you take up your sword and...
Hey! Stop playing that game and go to bed.
But life is never so simple.
On se voit rien les canards. Doigt. La boîte voit rien les canards. Sur les tombées des bêtes, tombées des bêtes, se fait on se voit. On se pour les aimer une heure à voilà mon. Tombées des bêtes, se fait on se.
I'll tell you everything. When you're tossed into a new world, there are a few things you can trust. In real life, when you move, maybe you bring a friend with you. Maybe there's family or family friends that you end up rooming with. In video games, there's usually party members that you either accrue or start off with. But in both cases, it is not always true that you have others to rely on. Regardless of where you end up or who you're with, the constant is yourself. And that is scary. When you think of a fresh start, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Do you think of going to a new city, a new state, a new country? Escaping from those that you feel wronged you? Is the first thing that comes to mind changing your environment? It's a somewhat romantic vision that all we need to do to change our circumstances is to change the external. If your goal is a true fresh start and you're having trouble achieving that, then it just might be time to look inward.
Right, let's see here. Blessed beard. Need to work on the defense system for the kingdom here. If I really start here and think, oh my god, that's fucking sick.
Change comes from within. It's been said many times before. So then if that's true, why do environment changes feel so heavy? We ourselves haven't changed, and yet things still feel off. Why does it feel wrong to move on, even if it's what we thought we deeply wanted for the longest time? It's because when everything's so unfamiliar, the only thing to turn to is yourself. There may be some factors to turn to. You can always call your family, text your friends, tell them what's up, ask for advice. But at the end of the day, it's always you. And if you find dissatisfaction with the environment you're in, maybe well and truly, the place is not for you. But you'll never know unless you take a chance. A chance to either reinvent yourself or to invite others in. The more you delay that chance, the more you'll realize that it doesn't matter where you are. You'll always have that feeling that something's off. And it's difficult, it's different for everyone. But wouldn't you rather tackle the difficulty of change rather than the difficulty of stagnancy? Take a moment to think. It's not just as difficult to sit down and watch the world go by as it is to stand up and do something. Would it not be a desirable skill to be able to make anywhere feel like home? A big part of life is choosing your battles, and the ability to conquer yourself can make any environment work for you. Well, all of this is easier said than done, so what do you do? How do you do it? Maybe it's about time to talk about spreading love.
So tell me, mate, what is love? Romantic love? Familial love? Love of the human race? There's lots of types of it, yeah. All these loves are so vague. So hey, if it turned out your partner's a weirdo, what would you do? Yeah, you know what? You're absolutely right. Thanks for the advice. Well, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna live. I'm gonna give in to my desires, my impulses. I'm gonna start digging, and I won't stop digging until I'm done digging. Well, it's decided. I'm gonna abandon this house and begin my journey. Yep. Bye.
When I was young, we as a family moved a lot. Not as crazy as some other people, but enough to be a little annoying. A lot of time when I was young and we were moving, I always felt pretty bitter about it. Having to make new friends, new school, new house. I always felt less comfortable there, and like where I was gonna find as quality people, make as good friends. Eventually I'd find my stride and get more comfortable and open up in each of the places. But none were more impactful for me than moving high schools in between sophomore and junior year. Long story short, I kind of kept that pattern of a little bit of bitterness and kind of reclused myself in the beginning. But by meeting new people and opening my mind a little bit to their ideas, to my new interpretation of things, I started to realize that my perspective of things was a little off. My scope started to zoom out. I was meeting people that were thinking about things differently than what I was used to, and that was very formative. It was kind of the beginning of my longer-term journey in open-mindedness and meeting different people. From there, I've moved to and been to a good handful of places. I messed up a good handful of times, and I put a lot of the weight of change on the change of environment. But I've gotten better and better, and I found that the core of this, betterance and understanding, is connection. And yes, that does mean connection with others, but it also means a connection with yourself. And those things go hand in hand. The more you get to know someone else, the more you get to know yourself if you put a little bit of effort into it. Seriously, even if you engage in passing conversation with people, your alone time feels more pleasant. Put forth a single social effort every day, and you will find the rewards twofold inwardly.
Hey kid, how's that mushroom saute treating you? Gotta say, I'm surprised you even went for it. You're a brave one. Feels good. Six months ago.
To be able to transform anywhere into home, you can't just be thinking about who you are now. See, for the most part, when you're growing up, whoever's taking care of you is trying to build your path forward. Even if that's not the case, why would you not do that for yourself? To allow your happiness to grow, you have to make an environment where the future self you want to be can be grown into. As I said before, home isn't found, it's made. The same thing can be said about yourself. The responsibility of making that goes onto your shoulders more and more as you grow up. But it doesn't have to be a burden. Figure out the environment, the rituals, the habits that really make you want to be you. If you aren't comfortable with yourself, with who you are, then there is no household that you will be comfortable in. So the healthiest option then becomes to put yourself in the position that cultivates the future you want. Everywhere has its pros and cons, but even the cons can grow you into a better person. Don't just let things happen to you. Make things happen for you. Make your home a promise for your future. Take the reins, and home can happen anywhere. Discomfort is a powerful motivator, but can also be a depressant if not handled correctly. Take the time to reflect. Rome was not built in a day, and neither will you be. I know for most of this video I haven't really talked about the game. The reason for that is I really think you should go out and play it yourself. I'm going to take a little segment to talk about it a bit. This game is phenomenal. I'm really glad I was able to take my time on it. Please, if there's one game on this channel I've covered so far that you want to choose to play, this is the one to me. There are a lot of lessons to be learned from it, and there's a lot of weirdos too. The music's awesome, the characters are really cool. I'm just so glad that we finally got an English release of it. I've been wanting to play this game for years, and this channel has been a good excuse to play certain games I've been meaning to play. There's a lot of love put into this one, and there's not really a video that can do it justice. I'd suggest not robbing yourself of the experience by trying to vicariously live the game through a video. It really is something worth picking up. Don't be a hero. Experience the love.
I've turned into a Scot.
Let me think, sir.
Y ahora guerra. I stand corrected. I'm the reason they wrote it.
And there we are, what a beautiful game to cover this topic with. I feel that only recently have I been able to grasp what it is to make myself a comfortable home. It only took a multi-year journey of learning about myself to really get there. So if you find you're not there yet, don't worry, it takes time, it's a lifelong journey for some. As you grow up, home changes, rapidly, and I hope this video helps you in your journey to creating one. But enjoy the moment, don't wait until something becomes a memory. This video is about how to find comfort and home within anything, but at the end of the day, it really is your family and friends who make that. Love yourself and then share that love outwards. Open the doors of your heart and everything will follow after. Adventure can be found even in the mundane, and who knows, maybe you'll start a chain reaction. And you'll actually be the reason that someone can feel at home. So go out and make a connection. You can be the start of the cycle of love.
Can make our steam's coming around. We're gonna fix that.
That's fucking sick.
That is not enough.
Your home's been built. Now it's time to show the world what you can do.
This party's getting crazy. Let's rock.